Do you ever get the feeling people are incapable of not caring?
Hello there, and welcome back to Movie Recap. Today I'm going to recap The Whale. A warning, spoilers ahead. Please be cautious. Before we start, please support our channel by subscribing and clicking the bell icon for future notifications. Now let's start. So the main character starts by showing Charlie, who is a professor and teaches English to children. He gives online classes, but he always keeps his camera shut because he knows that if people see my face and body, then everyone will get scared, because that poor guy's weight had increased a lot. And even today, when he was giving the class, he suddenly gets a heart attack. He feels that it's time for me to die. That's why he picks up the paper kept next to him on which there was such a slogan written, and he starts reading it. Then a boy comes in from outside. He says something. Before that, Charlie gives him something in his hand and tells him to read it loudly. Then that boy also starts reading without thinking. Although Charlie felt that he was going to die, he calmed down. The heartbeats had also become normal. He asks that girl who she is. She says that she has come from the church. She is a priest, and God's message reaches every house. And by the way, tell me, why did you ask me to read this? Charlie replies that this is very good and my favorite. I thought I was going to die. So I just wanted to hear it for the last time. They were talking about a woman who comes here who is Charlie's friend, and she also takes care of him. As soon as she comes, she starts checking him, in which Charlie's blood pressure had increased a lot. She gets tensed, thinking that if he is not taken to the hospital soon, then he will die like this. She starts explaining to Charlie that please go to the hospital, for which he refuses. No, I don't want to go to the hospital. And anyway, I don't have so much money. Then she looks at the priest. She asks, who are you? He tells about himself. He also tells the name of his church. As soon as she goes to the church, she says, I hate that church, because the people of that church make false claims that we will save their lives. We will help them. And even now she is doing the same drama that we will save Charlie's life. The priest says that there is nothing as you are thinking. We really want to save Charlie's life. We want to convey God's message to him, so that he also understands what God wants to say. And then he spends his life accordingly. She says that it would be better if you go from here, because neither Ick nor Charlie believes in these things. We both hate the church very much, while Charlie von Dortner Schmerzen had. Actually, Charlie's best friend used to stay there. He and Charlie loved each other. But when one day his friend died, then Charlie got tensed and did this to himself. He got a dangerous disease. In this way, he got such a big pain from the church. Now, after hearing these things, the priest wants to leave from there. His friend is very jealous. She understands that Charlie is hungry, so she brings a bucket full of chicken for him. Welch liked it a lot, and he starts eating it with pleasure. It becomes night like this, even at midnight. Then Charlie reads like this, and then he takes off his clothes, takes his walker, and starts going towards the room. Now here we see his body for the first time, which is quite big, and it is spread everywhere. Because of this, it is difficult to walk, even to breathe. As soon as he lies on the bed, we understand with his eyes how much pain he is in. The next morning when he wakes up, he searches for his disease on the internet first. After reading all the things, he knew that I am just a guest for a few days. But still, he does not stop eating harmful things. He starts eating chocolate from the wall. But he does not leave even good work, like he shaves to stay clean, and he puts food for the birds. After doing all this, he sat in his place. Then a girl comes in by opening the door. Welch actually was his daughter. Her name was Ellie. When Ellie was 8, Charlie left his wife and daughter because he liked to live with his friend. He was not happy with his wife at all, and since then his daughter hates him. She does not even want to see him, because again and again she realizes that my dad left us when we only needed him. But sometimes she comes here, and every time she talks to her dad rudely. But Charlie never feels bad about what she says. Even today she was misbehaving with him one after the other. But still, he tells his daughter to convince her. I want my dear daughter to come here every day. Stay with me, because I know that I have only a few days left. But she replies that I cannot come here every day. My papers are about to come, and I'm most worried about the English paper. Charlie says that I will get your preparation done in the papers, because I am an English teacher. Just keep coming. Even after hearing this, she does not feel bad. She starts going from there. Then Charlie says that if you keep coming every day, then I will give you all the money in my account. It is almost more than $1 lakh. After hearing this, she became quiet. Her thinking also increases, because it was a very big amount. For now, yes, she does not speak because she is angry now. Now she comes to the door to trouble her dad more, and says that if you want me to come to meet you every day, and come to me by walking without a walker, even this Charlie agrees to do for his son, although he knew that this will not happen. He tries to stand with all his strength, but the poor fell down. After seeing this, Ellie leaves here. Charlie's friend came to the house. After checking her, she was cleaning. So she meets Ellie like this. She understood that her daughter had come here, and Charlie is helping her with her studies. She scolds her, das Eis Virtus in hand. What happened when you got divorced? You cannot meet your daughter. Such legal action can be done against you. Charlie says that I do not care about these things. I want to meet my daughter at any cost. Listening to this, her friend became quiet. After a while, she gives Charlie a burger to eat, one piece of which got stuck in her throat. She feels suffocated. Seeing this, her friend comes to her throat. When a piece comes out, her life is saved. Because of this, Charlie got angry. In Angst sagt sei, das wenn du willst, du diest, then die mit pleasure. But do not die in front of me. But after a while, realizing her mistake, she apologizes to Charlie and gives her a burger to eat again. Now, this is how Charlie's life was going on. Every day he used to give online classes, in which he used to teach very lovingly. But today, after the class is over, he sees his old picture, in which he had a close friend. Charlie started missing him, and goes to the room where he used to stay. The door was locked. As soon as he opens the door, the key falls down. Due to this, he will not be able to pick it up, although he tries a lot, but he cannot pick up the key. So he gives up and comes back, now according to the promise. Even today, Ellie comes to meet him. Then Charlie talks to him for no reason. He was looking very happy. He was also telling him, "What mistakes have you made in this?" During this, he also asks, "Tell me about your mom." "Okay, Mom." After hearing this, Ellie got angry. She asks, "Why are you asking about this? Have you ever realized that? That you had left us alone, and never looked back at us? You are a selfish person. For Dane and Froon, you behaved like this with us. Now I do not care what you feel. You realize your mistake, because of your condition, has happened because of your friend, not because of us. So I do not pity you at all." Even after hearing so much, Charlie ignores his words, and just says that you will write one such thing for me. Not much. Some lines. Till then I am going inside. As soon as he said this, he goes to the washroom and started crying. Because of today, he was not able to control his tears. Dies ist Ding. I also felt it, but it does not matter to her. Then a knock on the door. Priest had come, and when Ellie came to know that he has come by force, then she tells him, "Also will I come again tomorrow. You also come. I want to talk to you." She says so much that she leaves there. Now the priest tells Charlie that I want to help you. He starts telling her good and bad things, which Charlie's answer was, "I'm not interested in these things of yours. If you really want to help me, then come with me." He comes to the same room, picks up the keys that fell down, and opens the room. At the same time, Charlie's friend also came. She sees the priest and says, "What is this boy doing here again?" Charlie replies, "That there is no need to get angry about this. I have called him." She says, "Okay, leave it. See what I've brought for you. Your gift." Saying this, she takes out the wheelchair, setting on top of it. He was very happy, because he was able to move easily here and there. But she says to the priest, "Come out a little. I want to talk to you." She brings him out and says, "Never come here again." Okay, the priest refuses. That I can't do this. I have to come, because I want to help Charlie. By getting rid of this painful life, her friend says, it will be a very small thing for you. But Charlie, in first, endured a lot. Endured, behind which the church is responsible. Actually, Charlie's friend. He was my brother. But after seeing his deep friendship, my dad started objecting. That is such a friendship between two boys. Our religion is not considered good in religion. So that's why he sent my brother out of the house, sent him to the church. He was kept under a lot of pressure. Because of this, my brother took his life. Because of his death, Charlie took so much tension that his health deteriorated. And today, his condition is such. He is so sick. And since then, we all are suffering from grief. This is the reason that we hate everything. You, your religion, your church. We don't like anyone. She says something further. Charlie also comes here. He says to the priest, "Get up, go from here." He listens to him and leaves. After a while, his friend too. As soon as he leaves, Charlie tries to go to that room, although the road was small. But still, he walks fast. After seeing his old things, he started missing his friend. He becomes very emotional. Charlie gets a copy here, on which Ellie had written like this, but she had only written 3 lines. After reading that, Charlie becomes very happy, because in his daughter, he sees his glimpse. He thinks so much about this, that he starts laughing. While laughing, he gets a heart attack again, but slowly, he takes care of himself. The next morning, Ellie comes again. Charlie tells her that today, I want to talk to my daughter about my heart. Ellie says in anger, but I don't want to talk to you. You tell me, when I was small, you didn't care about us at all. Talking, meeting. You stopped everything. Can I know the reason? Charlie replies, that is because of being so close to his friend. Everyone started hating me. This was the reason that I didn't meet you. Because of this thing. Could have had a bad effect on you too. Ellie says, leave all this. I'm making a sandwich. Tell me, will you eat? Charlie agrees. That my daughter is making a sandwich for me. But as soon as he eats the sandwich, he goes to sleep. And as soon as Ellie goes to the secret room, the door is knocked, because the priest had come, which Ellie pulls in. That after seeing Charlie's condition, the priest was scared. That even after so much noise, he didn't wake up. Then Ellie tells him that I put so many pills in his sandwich. The priest gets scared, that she's such a weird girl, and says that I am leaving. Ellie says, no, sit here. You can't go anywhere. And by getting trapped in her words, she forces him to smoke. And as soon as the priest starts smoking, she makes a video of him and says that now you will do what I tell you to do. Otherwise you know what I can do to you. I know, das du nicht aus der Kirche bist. So start telling the truth. Who are you? Hearing this, the priest gets scared and runs to the secret room and locks himself. Ellie sits at the door of the room and says, come on, start telling your story. So now the priest starts telling. I came here to work in the church. I used to help people like this. But one day I realized, das ich nicht hebelt band Menschen zu helfen. So I told the church people to change their way. But when they didn't listen to me, so I went there and stole all the money and ran away. After which, now I live separately. But still, I'm helping people. He was telling all these things, but he didn't know that Ellie is recording. All these things are on her mobile. The door closes once again when they want to check outside. They see that Charlie's friend has brought Charlie's wife with him. His friend tries to make Charlie conscious, but when he doesn't come, then Ellie tells the truth, that he mixed sleeping pills in his sandwich. Hearing this, his friend, with the help of oxygen, started making him conscious. But on this act of Ellie, both were getting very angry. But Charlie's wife, seeing his friend so close to Charlie, starts getting angry at him, says that you are doing all this for money. You come here daily and serve Charlie, so that you get all his money. To which Charlie's friend replies, that no, it's nothing like that. He is my friend. That's why I do all this. And anyway, he doesn't have any money. When his wife says, that I think, you don't know about this. Charlie has dollars in lakhs. Hearing this, his friend starts getting angry at Charlie, that you have so much money, but still, you are spending your life in poverty. You are weird. You don't even go to the hospital for money, and you don't care about me at all. By adding money, I bring things for you. So much that in anger, she leaves here. Now Ellie started misbehaving again. That's why her mom scolds her and drives her away and tells Charlie that I intentionally didn't let Ellie meet you because she is very bad. She is so cruel that if you had met her at that time, then maybe she would have killed you. Charlie replies, I don't believe it. She is my very dear daughter. Hearing this, his wife Charlie shows Ellie's internet profile, in which Ellie had posted her dad's picture on the internet and had made a lot of fun, after which these two start remembering their old times. That is how happy we used to be together. Charlie says, I want to do something for my daughter before I die. All the money is in my account. I will give it all to Ellie. His wife refuses. That doesn't do this. You will do wrong, because she will get worse. Saying this, she leaves. That's why Charlie's pizza had also come. And today, he himself goes out to get pizza. The moment he sees Charlie, he gets scared and runs away. Because of this, He was so angry that after coming inside, he starts eating pizza in anger. He eats chocolates. He eats toffees. Along with that, he starts eating everything lying in the fridge. Because of this, he starts vomiting. Here his friend comes, who says to Charlie, "That I know. You could have got yourself treated, but you didn't do it on purpose, because you wanted to punish yourself. For me, it's such a sad thing. Baby left my brother, and today you're going, because Charlie's condition was getting worse. He was counting his last breaths, but still, he doesn't want to go to the hospital. And she meets Charlie, getting sad. She starts going from here. That's why Ellie comes here in anger and says, 'Dad, what did you do? You didn't teach me properly. I failed again.' Which may be, because of this, that you must have written me wrong." Charlie replies, "Son, just read this essay carefully." And now as Ellie starts reading it, Charlie tells her, "That was when you were in 4th class. You wrote this essay. You are very special. You are not bad. And now stop it. Punish yourself and prove yourself wrong in front of others. And I know you will be very successful in the future. I trust you, and also proud." After hearing this, Ellie starts crying and says, "Dad, what are you doing with yourself? You should go to the hospital." Charlie gets sad and says, "No, my time has come." After hearing this, Ellie starts crying. Charlie tells her, "My dear daughter, read this essay to me for the last time." And now as she started reading, Charlie gathers all his strength, and he stands up and walks with his feet and goes near him. Ellie also came near him, and with his smile, Charlie dies. His soul went straight to heaven, where he was happy, spending his life comfortably. And with this, Charlie's sad story ends here.